number of sex as well.
The opening contest for TNA Total Non-Stop Action is scheduled for one fall and is a four-way X Division elimination match. Already in the ring from Georgia, it is Jason Cross.
Young man who made the crossfire move famous, one of four competitors looking for a shot at Chris Sabin because the winner of this elimination match will get just that, a title match.
Making his way to the ring, he weighs in at 218 pounds. Punk.
Young man from Chicago, Illinois. It was back in September when we last saw CM Punk. He competed in the tag team gauntlet with his tag partner, Ace Steel.
From South Beach, this is Kid Romeo.
We've got to take you back to July of last year when Kid Romeo was in a six-man elimination match. You know, he outlasted in that match Jerry Lynn, Tony Mamaluke, and Elix Skipper. Kid Romeo has proved himself here at NWA TNA and looking for a title shot.
That weighing in at 212 pounds, Paul London.
And you know how impressed that we have been, Don, with Paul London, 23-year-old, three-year pro from Austin, Texas. And he's got that fabulous shooting star move that he calls London Calling.
I'll tell you what, it's great to see London back. What a great group of X-Division competitors we have here, Mike, today. It is an elimination match. The winner becomes the #1 contender to Chris Sabin in the X-Division, and that's what I love about the X-Division. So many new stars, so many great talents. What a chance to showcase your abilities.
And what do you think that the NWA TNA officials think about what Jeff Jarrett did outside the TNA Asylum with that attack on Raven? I think they were on top of a TV production truck outside.
Well, Mike, we saw, you know, as we heard at the beginning, that the TNA officials are taking matters into their own hands. And we're going to have two special tournaments, and we're going to tell you about them later. But Jeff Jarrett showed no regard for that whatsoever.
He just spit in the face of the NWA, and you know that the officials cannot be happy with what they just saw from Jeff Jarrett outside the Asylum. Quick roll up in the ring, and again, keep in mind in this four-man X-Division match, we see Paul London fly. This bout is being battled under elimination rules.
Here comes CM Punk, but he holds onto the rope right there.
Going to try and skin the cat and come back in and use his legs, but Jason Cross sends him out to London. Kid Romeo from behind, look out. Oh, God, what a thud. Oh, the back of CM Punk's head.
CM Punk's head just slammed into the ground. Holy cow, he is hurt. Hurt bad. Jason Cross and Kid Romeo. Oh, did you see that dive by Romeo? You know, he was so impressive. It was, what, week 3, week 4 when we saw him?
It was week number 4, July 10, 2002, when he was involved in a six-man X-Division elimination match. And as we mentioned, did quite well in that bout.
Well, you can just take one look at him and know what a talent he is, and the crowd responded, but Paul London has been impressive.
Body block? No, only a 2 count on Kid Romeo.
I'll tell you what, Paul London has been so impressive, not just here in America, but all over the world lately. Everybody's been clamoring for him to come back in TNA, and here he is, and not only in TNA, but looking for a shot at the X-Division title.
And you can say the same about Kid Romeo. He's been wrestling over in Puerto Rico for the WWC promotion. He's been in the Orient with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he's back with NWA TNA in his high-profile X-Division match to kick things off this week on Total Non-Stop Action.
Mike, I got to tell you right now, both CM Punk and Jason Cross hurt themselves badly when they were thrown out. I mean, I don't know how CM Punk's even going to get back in this match. He was just totally slammed down.
CM Punk still trying to recuperate out on the arena floor while Kid Romeo and Paul London battle it out in the ring. There you see Jason Cross on the opposite side, still out on the floor. To the ropes goes Romeo. London tries to elevate him. Reversed in mid-move, drove him down face first, goes for the pin and gets a 2 count.
You can only be eliminated by pinfall in the ring, correct, Mike?
Pin in the ring, submission in the ring.
Absolutely.
And that's the way that you will be eliminated in this X-Division matchup.
Oh, CM Punk got his revenge!
He hooked him. He hooked Romeo just as he was going for an offensive move, then follows up out here on the floor. Look out!
Oh, fantastic. You know what? I guess he was maybe even playing a little possum out here because he knew he couldn't be eliminated while he was out here in...
Good point. Catch your breath so that you're ready once you get back in, which is just what he's done.
Jason Cross has done the same thing.
Oh, my, London with the suplex, but Punk lands on his feet. Now uses the back of London as a springboard, charges across, catches Cross, knees him out to the floor.
Jason Cross now holding his side. Looks like he may have damaged a rib right there. Oh, what a move by London.
Landing on his feet off the monkey. Look out!
CM Punk, though, didn't hesitate for a minute, Mike, today.
Look at Romeo. Romeo's measuring CM Punk in the ring. Charges across, caught him with a forearm. Knife edge chop to the chest, and it's returned.
Four great athletes all vying for a shot at the X Division title currently held by Chris Sabin. Oh, what a move by CM Punk.
Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by CM Punk. Drives him down, goes for the cover. No, got a 2 count.
Great to see CM Punk back in the ring. He was so impressive back when he teamed up with Ace Steel.
Now it's Jason Cross with his attention on CM Punk. Able to duck the enziguri, but he didn't duck that move. Didn't duck that back kick.
We know what Jason Cross can do. He was so close to an X Division title at one point. So close.
Back to the offensive goes Jason Cross, the young kid from Georgia. Stopped into a hammerlock, and he calls this he calls it the Devil Lock DDT.
He just put him right on his face, right into the mat, and I'll tell you what, Mike, I don't know if Jason Cross can survive this one. Here it is.
Pin attempt off that DDT. Oh, no, he did survive.
He did. That's how important this X Division title is to these guys.
Cross digging down deep, shoots him off into the corner. Able to stop the big boot from Punk. Cross quickly up to the middle rope. Opportunity for him to use the DDT, but it's blocked by CM Punk. Exchange of punches out of the corner.
Oh, what a move by Jason Cross.
The crossover neck breaker.
He's
Pin
got
attempt.
1, 2.
Got him.
Punk is gone.
First elimination.
Has been eliminated.
Unbelievable.
Opening contest now down to 3 active competitors with the elimination of CM Punk. Kid Romeo, Paul London, and Jason Cross still alive in this 3-way match to determine a #1 contender to the newest member of Sex, to the new X Division champ, Chris Sabin.
Paul London now back in the ring. Oh, did you see the height he got on that kick?
Romeo drives him down to the mat and now goes for the pin on Cross, and kick out by Cross.
Not gonna get it. Oh, CM Punk, what a great competitor. He is eliminated, but we'll see him back here in TNA. Paul London and Romeo right now, Mike.
And London able to hook that top rope. The on-charging Romeo is caught with a boot to the midsection. I think London was going to try and snap off some kind of a head scissors type move.
Oh, man, did Kid Romeo just...
First Romeo blocks it, connects with a clothesline, sends him out to the floor, and now Romeo and Jason Cross active in the ring. Paul London out on the arena floor, but he's still alive in this match.
I'll tell you what, we were talking about earlier, when you get thrown out like that, sometimes it's not a bad situation. Oh, wait a minute, Kid Romeo won't let him get a breather, Mike. Comes right back at him.
Smart move by Kid Romeo. Don't let Paul London rest outside. Don't let him catch his breath, and Jason Cross has something up his sleeve.
He's gonna fly, he's trying to.
Waiting outside for Romeo and London as both get to their feet, and here goes Jason Cross.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty. A thing of beauty. Yes.
Twisting dive over the top, crashing into both men up the ramp.
I loved how he used his body that way to make sure he was able to get both of them at the same time.
Now Romeo back in the ring, and Jason Cross.
Oh, did you see that? Beautiful by Jason Cross.
Slingshots into that head scissors takeover. 1, 2.
No. Oh, man, Jason Cross, I thought he had Kid Romeo eliminated right there.
What a competitive, action-packed way to kick off 2 hours of total non-stop action. Cross grabs the back body drop. Romeo catches him first with the boot and then takes him down. Caught him with that high kick.
Kid Romeo right now going to the top of the ropes. And Paul London going to keep him from it.
Crunched him up on the top. Drop kick across the ring. Cross takes London out to the floor. Jason Cross.
Man, has he been impressive?
Mounts the top rope. Oh, I think he was going to try for some kind of a top rope Hurricane Rana, it looked like at that point. Kid Romeo caught him, and he calls that the kiss goodnight, and it is.
Jason Cross has been eliminated.
We call it high risk, Mike, and when he did that, Kid Romeo took advantage of it there with the crotch chop, and man, what a move. I got to see that again. Look at this there on your bottom right, folks.
Able to block the move and then come back with that great impact of his own with the kiss goodnight, and that put him away. We're down to the final two. Paul London, Kid Romeo, spin heel kick, and a 2 count.
I didn't even see it, but Paul London is bleeding there on his, right above his nose. Caught him right there above the nose and the eye right there.
You're right, he has been split wide open on the bridge of the nose. Kid Romeo crashes into the referee, Rudy Charles, and as a result, Paul London, who is in a precarious position up on the top rope, is crotched up on that top turnbuckle. Now let's see if Romeo can put Paul London away, and can Kid Romeo get the shot at the X Division title?
Kid Romeo's in control, Mike.
Gonna go for the pin right here on London.
Professor.
Got him 1, 2.
No, London won't let him have it.
Again, showing the importance of what's at stake in this opening #1 contenders match with the stars of the X Division.
I'll tell you what. Whoa, wait, here we go.
2. No, still some leg strength by Romeo to kick out at 2. Float over this time by London. Reversed into a snapmare takeover by Romeo.
The strength of Kid Romeo is so impressive. It's just kick by London. That was fantastic.
How impressive was that?
That was beautiful.
Enziguri on target. Took down Romeo. Gonna go for a pin.
1, 2. No, it's not there yet.
Wow, the look on his face just tells the entire story. What more do I need to do?
I don't know if you could even see there, Mike. It looks like London's left eye is swelling up.
Yeah, it looks like it's already discolored.
Oh, he may have just bit his tongue there. Oh, my gosh. Kid Romeo is just doing whatever he can here, Mike.
Got him up with a torture rack backbreaker. Where's he going to take him from here? Sits out with him and drives him down back first to the mat.
It may have, wait a minute.
And 1, 2. What is that?
Well, it was just...
He had him beat. That Kid Romeo had the 3 count that time.
Sometimes, you know what, maybe he decided it's been, 44 weeks since he's been here, and...
The cockiness, the confidence of Kid Romeo as he goes to the top.
Oh, London just ducked.
Caught nothing but canvas that time. Opportunity now for London. The double underhook drops him down, calls that the waffle face.
London now going up to the top rope. Could it be, Mike?
Could be. He calls it the London calling if he can hit this shooting star. Did he ever hit it? Did he ever?
You gotta be kidding.
Paul London.
Oh yeah. Paul London does it. The new #1 contender
Let's
to
see
Chris
this again.
Sabin's X Division title. There it is again. Perfectly executed. And there he is. Yes, he survived, and you can see the after effects of this brutal match, but nonetheless, it is Paul London winning our opening X Division elimination match, and he's the new #1 contender to Chris Sabin.
Now that's what we call action in the ring, Mike. That's what we call action.